But first, brand new video out of Midtown showing the arrest of a barricaded gunman accused of firing shots from his condo above the Four Seasons hotel. We're tracking the timeline and what we know about the suspect. Team coverage starts now.
And good evening, everyone. I'm Ron Jones.
And I'm Jennifer Bellamy. We want to get you straight to that new video showing the end of an hours-long standoff and shootout in Midtown Atlanta. Now, this video comes from a viewer showing officers arrest 70-year-old Dr. Jay Berger on the balcony of his condo.
And just minutes later, we first saw first responders wheeling Dr. Berger on a stretcher. This is on 14th Street. 11 Alive's Caitlin Ross has been learning a whole lot more about him tonight. But first, we're going to get you out to 11 Alive's Cody Alcorn live right now from the Four Seasons on 14th Street. So, Cody, you were on the ground as the shootout began, and this seems like a very complex investigation.
It is, Ron and Jennifer, as we saw play out this afternoon. It was a wild scene and scary for a bit as bullets were flying from 33 floors above us here along 14th Street. And as you mentioned, the sound ricocheting off these high rises surrounding this building. And I can tell you tonight, this area was on lockdown, forcing many, including ourselves, to take cover.
He was in a moment of crisis armed with multiple firearms.
30 stories above Midtown.
It was a mixture of a report of a dispute between the resident and a member of the staff here at the Four Seasons.
Atlanta Police Chief Darin Schierbaum says his officers responded around 10 Tuesday morning.
And he refused to come to the door.
The chief says officers quickly learned the suspect was armed with access to several weapons.
It evolved quickly.
Hours into the negotiations,
he began firing a weapon. At least 3 different weapons were fired during the course of this event. We believe handguns, potentially a shotgun, and a rifle may have been used.
On scene, we heard dozens of shots.
The vast majority of those rounds were fired through walls of the apartment. They were fired through the door of the apartment, and at least 1 round was fired from the balcony.
Pictures show the suspect hurling furniture over his balcony, holding up American flags and wearing some type of mask. Then, just after 4 p.m.,
and we did, as our mayor indicated, see him raising his hands as if he was surrendering.
Moments later,
and our SWAT team did breach the door, did enter the apartment, and was able to take the individual into custody.
That suspect, along with a SWAT officer, were hurt during this entire ordeal. But tonight at this hour, the chief not elaborating on those injuries. Both are expected to be okay. And as you can see behind me, the GBI still on scene 12 hours, almost 13 now, after all of this started earlier this morning. Of course, a lot of answers still need to be, questions need to be answered. In Midtown, Cody Alcorn, 11 Alive News.
And is very fortunate also, Cody, no residents were hurt as well. Thanks a lot for the update.